Hey, Damien, who do you follow?
Well, I follow most of them, but I was just looking at the one that first sprang to mind, Ian Lees Galloway. I mean, like, snore. Listen to this your last tweet. David Cunliffe in Palmerston North talking about Labour's plan to improve housing. Watch video. That's not, I mean, why would you follow that? That's not fun. That's not Ben Uffindale sort of stuff.
What happened till we need to talk about policy?
Hey, there is one. I mean, Damien, I only actually follow one MP, a woman called Asanate Lolly Taylor.
Yeah.
Have you heard of her?
There are a lot of lols to be had from Lolly Taylor. That's for sure.
Very cool.
You look kind of hip and social. Who do you follow on Twitter?
Paris Hilton.
And what's her position on the top tax rate bracket changes?
I assume she wants it to go down a bit, but...
Yeah, good, okay. Who's a big... let's spin around here. You guys over here, all right. So you, Greens and stuff. Anyone on Twitter here? Oh, you're on Twitter?
Yeah, I just got it the other day because they're using it in our lectures.
Okay, cool. And who do you follow?
I think I clicked backbenchers and Grant Robertson popped up, so I followed him as well, and obviously the Green Party.
Obviously, the Green Party. Which politician provides you with most lols?
I haven't really been on it that much yet, but no, I don't have an answer.
All right, thank you very much.
Chris, I mean, this has been described, perhaps, Chris Mackenzie, Māori Party, as the first ever social media election. What do you think? And is that a good thing?
Well, it's really, really important. I mean, I started social media to keep an eye on my kids.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Got a couple of fake names for when they try and get rid of me as well.
Check this guy out.
I got an Instagram, I got a Twitter, you know, I got...
He's like Jason Eade. He's got all these fake names and stuff like that he uses. Crazy.
Yeah, but to be honest, actually, you've got to, when you're campaigning, you've got to take every opportunity to reach as many people as you want, particularly when you're lesser known. I mean, if you've been an MP for a while, all good, probably people will follow you, but heck, I'm famous in Tokoroa, but probably nowhere else, so I've got to go knock on doors during the day, and at night I've got to jump on Facebook and have a conversation with the world.
So it helps you?
It absolutely does.
What about you, Ed? I mean, this time last week, Wednesday, a bomb hit the New Zealand political scene with a book called Dirty Politics, Niki Haga. Things changed, didn't it? You've, in the fallout of that, what's your viewpoint then on social media and blogging in New Zealand?
Oh, look, social media is a really important part of political campaigning now, but it's just one part. So there's a huge audience out there on social media, and you have to connect with them. But there's a whole bunch of people, and we've seen it tonight, there's a whole bunch of people aren't following us on Twitter. They're probably not following us on Facebook either, so you still got to write letters to them, you still got to door knock them.
You still write letters and fax and all that sort of stuff?
Fax, no. I don't think anybody is faxing anymore.
Just me.
But you know, you still got to do the door knocking, you still got to go to the markets, you still got to have the street corner meetings. Actually, probably these days it's harder because there's people using all sorts of different kind of media. Even the good old newspapers are still a way that you connect with people. So you've got to do all of them.
And I've got to ask you, have you read Dirty Politics?
I haven't read it yet. No, I haven't had time.
You're missing out. No. All right, Lewis, have you read Dirty Politics?
I actually just saw it just before when I was having my makeup done. I checked the index and I'm not in it.
Hey! round of applause for Lewis Holden. All right. Are you friends with Cameron?
No, not really, no.
What's that, Damien?
I was going to say, Lewis Holden, just for the record, his last tweet was a picture of the Governor-General signing the writ. So
that's right, it's writ day today.
You really know how to get those followers in, don't you?
It's important constitutional
Georgina Beyer,
action.
what do you think about the social media election 2014? Are you scared by it? Are you threatened by what you see? Is it a power for good? What are your thoughts?
Well, what is scary is the potential for a whole lot of people not to go out and vote because they're being turned off by the so-called dirty politics that's been practiced. However, social media is a reality, and we've got to engage with it. Unfortunately, I can't afford it right now, so I haven't been. and I have found that in the past, you can get, well, depressed, frankly, at some of the rubbish that you get to read about yourself and other people that you might...
Have you been, over the time, have you been the target of smears or campaigns or against you?
Yes, I think I might have. But, yeah, I can think of a few odd questions thrown at me.
What about the Kim.com effect? What do you make of Kim.com and the effect that he's having on the social media scene in New Zealand?
Well, I think what he's doing is providing a vision and a pathway that young people really respond to very well because they understand that whole netosphere.
What are you laughing about, Ian?
I'm not laughing, I'm just smiling.
Was this man? Oh, it was you, sir. Right. Okay.
I mean, Kim.com's a crook, for God's sake.
Oh, I love that accent. I believe anything that accent says.
If he wants to buy a political party, I mean, this is New Zealand. I'm a Scotsman. I've been here for 25 years. I don't want a German crook buying the election. No way.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, are you one of these Scots that, you know, by stereotype would have an issue probably getting $4 million out and putting it on the table for a political party?
There's no way that any person should have the money to buy an election. This is not democracy. This is just an absolute crook. He's been convicted in many countries in the world.
Some would say, sir, that Colin Craig, I mean, you know, is doing a very similar thing. Would you agree with that?
Colin Craig has put his own hand in his pocket, paying for a campaign. He's not a crook. Kim.com.
All right, okay. A few legal issues here. We'll go and consult with our lawyers. We'll be back soon.